Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm back at it here. I made a slight switch up just because I feel like I'm seeing a lot of things where I would love to have something that does more damage. So I have the mini P.E.K.K.A in this version, really solid. If you don't see it at something like this as often, definitely feel free to opt in for maybe the version with the bomber. It's going to struggle more against something like log bait, of course. But that's just for the most part. Everything else works really well, pretty seamlessly. Very similar to what it was like, with the bomber. Skeleton barrel is just really solid option by itself. We'll go with the recruits here, and evil executioner is obviously an amazing option as well. Just really solid on defense. That paired with the recruits or having the option of having the mini P.E.K.K.A if you need it, really solid. And overall split lane pressure with the recruits, really solid, really easy to pick up. So we're gonna go for, or we're just gonna hang out here as we force out a Mighty Miner, which is probably not what he wanted. Obviously mini P.E.K.K.A, if you place it right, will definitely take out that Hog Rider very easily. I'm gonna go Ram Rider here and see if he goes for that cannon. Yeah, he's got that cannon just on lock, so that's fine. I'll let that be. I'm gonna go mini P.E.K.K.A here. I'm gonna go with the skeleton barrel. That should, ooh, I was hoping that would block the that ice spirit, but we should be able to get to the tower, which is really nice. I'm gonna arrows this down, and look at that, the mini P.E.K.K.A is going to get onto tower. And that's one of those things about the firecracker, is you're kind of relying on it to actually shoot sometimes, and it doesn't happen, and it feels bad, but worked out for us big time right there, allowing us to get a mini P.E.K.K.A shot. So obviously, with something like this, your cycle is not going to be as great, just because, it's going to be a 4 elixir instead of something like a 2 elixir, like the bomber. So I'm fully expecting firecracker here, and even if he doesn't drop it, that's totally fine. I'm totally game to just go and lightning this right here. We'll go with the Ram Rider here now. Since he went with log, he doesn't have that in play anymore. Oh, that's pretty well played. He stopped it right before we would have gotten that connection. So well played on his part. I'm going to go with the E-Spirit here. We should be able to, minimize it to just one hit. And as you can see right now, that one mini P.E.K.K.A shot I got earlier is really clutch. Mini P.E.K.K.A might, ooh, okay, he barely got that down. Oh, Executioner's Axe almost gets a hit off, which would have been nice. I'm going to go Ram Rider here though. Slow that down. And mini P.E.K.K.A will prevent all damage from that, so that's really nice. I'm gonna just go ahead and arrows this down. Gonna go with something like the E-Spirit here, maybe reset all of that. We'll go with Evil Executioner here. Should be able to push that back. Yeah, prevent all damage as well, really nice. Let's go with the Skeleton Barrel there. That should be good. I don't mind taking a little bit of damage there. We just gotta be super careful here. I'm gonna go Recruits, keep our Executioner alive, or at least so we can take out that firecracker. So that's pretty solid. He's gonna get a hit because mini P.E.K.K.A came down slow because we didn't have enough elixir. Ram Rider here though, he's playing this really well. I'm gonna go arrows. We need arrows to go down quickly. We do take out that cannon though, so we will get connection. Nice, we do get that connection, but we gotta be really careful here that he doesn't go for Hog Rider, or if he does, we'll kind of be ready. Alright, mini P.E.K.K.A here. I'm going to go with the execution up high in case he's planning on going with firecracker like that. Perfect prediction there. Always can bet on them doing something like that. We will get our arrows ready here. It's kind of crazy that the evil cannon's able to, deal air damage even though on those shots, but really solid stuff. As you can see, just dominating that and making some small predictions there on the pesky firecracker. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. Alright, next match here, up against Dagger Duchess. So this should be interesting. Starting with firecracker in the back, I'm just gonna arrows that. Obviously I would love to get King Tower activation, but I'm gonna go E-Spirit here. I don't know if this it doesn't exactly prevent that hit, but it's okay. At the end of the day, I kind of look at it like just cycling. I'm going to go Skeleton Barrel here. And that Dagger Duchess is out of daggers. The wizard will be preoccupied, at least for a bit, forcing out probably a spell. Yeah, like a zap is really nice. I'm going to go Executioner here. I'm going to try and get this lineup on the Wizard on the second hit. Yeah, there's that lineup, really nice. Mini P.E.K.K.A. right here is one of those reasons why, you know, something like a Mini P.E.K.K.A. instead of Bomber is going to be a great option. Mini P.E.K.K.A. is also going to get a hit off, which is really, really nice. Now we just got to see, oh, we take out the Firecracker, so that worked out big time for us. If not, I might have really thought about going Ram Rider here just to get that King Tower activation. But we're in a really good spot here, so I'm going to go Ram Rider. Seems wild, but I'm going to go for E-Spirit as well. And we don't get another hit off, so I think it's going to get, yeah, 2 hits. But we still get a decent amount of damage, and that's why I'm totally fine doing that. He's going to have to zap, or we're going to take Tower with some Larrys. Really, really nice stuff there. So let's see what he does here. I'm game to just go for something like Recruits. 3 Recruits should be more than enough to deal with that. And yeah, if he dropped anything else, I literally would have gone, or if he went with like Firecracker, I would have gone with arrows. I'm going to go Mini P.E.K.K.A. here, just kind of in a little bit. Really hoping not to take that hit unnecessarily, but it will at least clear up the shield for us. Then we can go Ram Rider afterwards. I know he's probably going to have, oh, he's got the Mini P.E.K.K.A. or the Big P.E.K.K.A. as well. That's going to be a little bit difficult for us there. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll go, we may have to do this here. It's going to be a little bit of a, you know, cute stuff that we're going to have to do, but I think we should be able to make this work. I'm going to arrows this down. I'm going to go with the Evil Executioner, and yeah, that's one of those things where it got a little dicey, but the deck's still fast enough where you can cycle to your recruits if you need, because you have the 1 elixir, you know, E-Spirit. You also have Skeleton Barrel, which, you know, does cycle relatively quickly enough. Okay, so that will get a hit off, but that's fine. We got to be super careful of his Firecracker. Yeah, there's that Firecracker. So we're going to clean that up. Hog Rider is not going to be able to finish that off. We have a decent push there for that left side if we really needed to for that left side tower. But good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Keeping things rolling. And we can start out with that Skeleton Barrel and see what he's got. Oh, this is definitely that one really, really filthy deck with the P.E.K.K.A., the Goblin Curse, and obviously the Goblin Giant. Oh, or not. Let's do this. Keep our Executioner alive. I know it's at the bridge, and I know he's probably got that P.E.K.K.A. That pesky P.E.K.K.A. is going to be a problem for sure. We should be able to clean up those archers, or most of it at least. That's fine. 2 goblins aren't really going to be a problem for us. We have the Mini P.E.K.K.A. as well. So we'll obviously have to be super careful next time around, or now, I guess, if he wants to use it. E-Spirit's going to clean up most of that, and we shouldn't take any damage from that archer. So interesting deck. I really thought it was going to be that one really filthy deck that I think most of us have not. It's not that we hate going against it, but we kind of know how that's going to go. Skeleton Barrel is going to clean up the bats and push back the Night Witch. So he does have rage, so he does have that. Let's go with the Evil Executioner here, though. I hate using it in that scenario, but maybe I could have gone with something else, but I really, really just wanted to get that rolling and see if he had something else in front, it would have been perfect. So he's going to go for Skeleton King. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack it early. I am so surprised. I mean, it makes sense, but E-Spirit is going to clean that up and make quick work of that. So he's going to have to drop something else, because if not, Mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to get a hit off even with that zap, which means we might be able to go for Skeleton Barrel because he doesn't have archers and he also doesn't have his zap now. So I'm going to lightning this, and we're going to force out a rage really late. So that's going to be most of that tower down. I think lightning is going to clean that up. If not, you know, arrows would work too, just to kind of wrap things up. Let's go Executioner here. I'm really curious what he's got though. Okay, so this is where we have to get a little bit careful. I'm just gonna arrows this. I think that makes sense for now. We should be able to clean. Oh, he does have that. He does have E-Golem, so there's that. Not that I wanted to see that, but we'll get this going here. Let's go Evil Executioner. We should be able to clean up that Goblin machine first. Oh my gosh, look at that, just get absolutely shredded. The Evil Executioner, if you you know, want to use it, or if you have it, really solid option here. I'm just gonna go ahead and lightning this. I mean, I know it's probably gonna reach the tower, but we're just gonna wrap things up against a pretty interesting E-Golem deck. Thought it was gonna be, you know, that other filthy deck that, you know, that there is running around the meta right now, but it ended up being E-Golem and we absolutely shredded it. Feels great. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another. All right, next match here. Keeping things rolling with not a great starting hand, unfortunately, but he's gonna bail us out. I'm gonna go lightning. It's kind of crazy, but I don't want to give up my Executioner on the off chance he's got, you know, a balloon, and Executioner is going to be your main source of air defense, so we got to be careful of that as well. It's a little odd to start out, you know, we're basically down 4 elixir. We spent 4 more than he did so far, but yeah, there's that bandit, so we should be able to go for mini P.E.K.K.A here, or we could just go Ram Rider. And if you place it in that exact spot, bandit's not going to dash, you know, going either way. So that's just something to keep in mind there. Really solid thing to kind of note. E-Wiz is not going to be a problem, and that's why I sent the arrows. So now is the time for us to hopefully get our elixir back. Hopefully closer to even, but this is a massive deficit we're running right now. So we're going to go mini P.E.K.K.A in the back, and then we're going to go for the recruits. I know he's got that magic archer there just waiting, so we're going to go recruits here. That's going to clean up the battle ram, and he basically gave us that elixir advantage back, so we're not going to have to deal with that too much longer. We're going to go for the skeleton barrel. Mini P.E.K.K.A can't one-shot bandit, else that would be pretty broken, but bandit might go backwards or not. Let's go E-Spirit here, and all in all, not too bad. Let's go Ram Rider. I don't want to take that hit from the Royal Ghost, so obviously going to be one of those situations that, since I'm running 2 win conditions, if you want to call the skeleton barrel a win condition, you know, you're going to have some small issues like that. I'm going to arrows this and try to just limit it to 1 hit, so that's not too bad. So the key against this matchup is we will have to get one good solid what do you call it, counter push, and then we'll be golden here. But so we're gonna chill out here. I'm gonna get my Executioner like super last second. I know he's got that. Let's go E-Spirit. So let's go for mini P.E.K.K.A. That will at least put some pressure down the other lane. I'm gonna go recruits here though, so that should keep our Executioner healthy for the most part. Obviously the P.E.K.K.A is gonna be a problem, but I'm gonna ignore that side, and that's one of those things you gotta be okay doing in a deck like this. So I'm gonna go for E-Wiz here. This is a massive push. Hopefully Ram Riders can sneak on through, but he's able to zap that. So that actually worked out real well for him. I'm gonna go mini P.E.K.K.A here. This should be enough to defend that P.E.K.K.A. So yeah, he's gonna get a lot of good lineup damage with that magic archer, but it's not gonna matter too much because if we play this right, we should be fine. Oh, he's gonna go for poison. Oh, I should have gone the other way, but feels kind of bad. Oh, wait, the E-Wiz might get taken out, actually. That's pretty nice there. I'm going to go Ram Rider here. Oh, that's not really going to help as much as I would have liked. We were a little far away, but I kind of gave him a reason to push this side. This does kind of suck, and it's going to get a little sketchy. All right, let's do this. I'm going to go mini P.E.K.K.A. Oh, he's got a good lineup too. We're gonna arrows this down because that magic archer is going to be a massive problem. Let's do this here though. Unfortunately, the mini P.E.K.K.A goes in front of everything, which, you know, sometimes is great, but we are gonna have some problems here for sure. So things are really close, a lot closer than I would like, to be honest. But we should be able to take out that battle ram for the most part. I'm gonna get things really set up here. Let's get ready for, hopefully we can keep our Ram Rider alive for the most part. Mini P.E.K.K.A will clean that up, and we're gonna arrows that down, and he's gonna have to go for a defensive battle ram, which feels bad, but we're at 415. I'm just gonna go ahead and lightning this. I think all we have to do here is just survive. Let's do this. Let's go E-Spirit up high. We'll go with the mini P.E.K.K.A. We'll send the arrows, And that should be good game, well played. That got really close there towards the end, but I'm super glad we're able to come out with a win. If we were rocking the bomber version against that, we definitely would have struggled. Mini P.E.K.K.A was absolutely insane, getting tanked for by the recruits and causing a bunch of mayhem where, you know, his bandit and his royal ghost basically got wiped out and he had to go for a defensive battle ram there towards the end. Really solid stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.